when His Excellency, the President of Uganda, made an apology to all Ugandans for all the wrongs he may have committed. That was very statesmanship of him to apologize, knowing that it is humans who err, but we're only saying that now that you've appreciated that there's a lot that has gone wrong, please take this time off and correct the mistakes that have been made. We think that there's a lot that can be done to make Uganda a better place. Try to extend an olive branch to all your detractors. We think that you should be able to initiate meaningful dialogue with members of the opposition for a better Uganda. We believe in the same spirit that as the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces should be able to order that all detainees are all political, mark the word, political detainees are released out of jail, and all detainees in different prisons are allowed to access medical facilities, people like Mutwe and others, so that if they are to appear in the dock, they should be healthy and good looking. We believe that him as the Commander-in-Chief, in the spirit of reconciliation, in a spirit of brotherhood, should prevail over the armed forces and order them to be disciplined, not to batter Ugandans, not to harass Ugandans, but to maintain law and order as required by the Constitution of Uganda. We don't want a repeat of what happened in Kawempe. Elections come and go. There is no need why people should lose their lives, why we should be battered. But polls are polls. Whoever is to win will win, but we want to go through them happily and in a spirit of brotherhood or sisterhood, if there is such a word. Lastly, I also wish to say that this year we've had issues. All we have learned where members of the armed forces have, should I say collided? That's not the correct word. The army and the police, this is where they have clashed. It was in Indeje, where the army beat up the policemen. Also in Wachiso. We say these things, I think, they don't have a place in Uganda. He should order all these armed forces each to stay in its own lane so that they don't clash and Uganda becomes a better place. But we are very, very grateful to him for having appreciated that there is something that has gone wrong that needs to be rectified. All we are asking for, that please walk the talk and see that whatever apologies we've made come to pass in good faith. Lastly, is to thank all of you for having turned up, but to remind you that today is a day of sacrifice. You go back and share the bounties given to us by Allah. Share with those who have less than yourselves. Share with your neighbors, friends, and also enemies, if you have any, so that you get the blessings of Allah. I'm also saying that Ugandans should appreciate they also have the obligation to slaughter animals. It is very shameful for people who are endowed to wait for donations from abroad, like from our friends and brothers of Turkey. You should not be in line to receive these donations. You have the capacity also to donate to others. With those remarks, I wish you nice celebrations and pray that you go back and celebrate this day with your family and don't say you were here the whole day. So please, we are going to let you go before it is midday so that you go and perform. Lastly, on a lighter note, today is a Friday. We have to let Sheikh Mukulu Ejjuma Nezukuli abenga agenda okusaala amangu kubanga olwalina okusaala emirundi 7 zonna. Asadde Idi alina okusaala ejjuma ate naziri 5 kale bwe tutamuta mangu tuba tumukooya. Mwebale nnyo, mwebalire ddala. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Sheikh Mufti jango tuwedduwe eggalawo. Command structures that equally please be disciplined. Please maintain law and order. There is no need why you should batter Ugandans. There is no need why you should harass Ugandans. This is an electoral process and it can come and go. So please be mindful that we are all Ugandans. Let's not have the repeat of what transpired in Kawempe, where people were battered, flogged, in the name of what? That is very useless and we don't need it. It's an electoral process. It comes and goes. Of the members of the press who are always asking for an English bite, I wonder why they don't ask for a Swahili bite. Today, as we celebrate Eid al-Adha, I take this opportunity to thank the Almighty Allah who has given us the gift of life, who has enabled us to celebrate Eid al-Adha. We pray that the Almighty Allah accepts our dua, and also we join our brothers and sisters who are performing Hajj and seek Allah's indulgence that He accepts their Hajj. In this part of the world, we are very fortunate that we have performed the Eid al-Adha in levels of peace and tranquility, but we should remember our brothers and sisters in different parts of the world, like Gaza, Palestine, Ukraine, and Sudan, who for the several years that have passed are in a state of war. We seek Allah's help that they may get over all these issues and also live in peace and tranquility. Like we said before, Ugandan pilgrims numbered over 1,000. Unfortunately, there's also a big number of over 200 people who are left behind. And the reason why these people were left behind was because of visa issues. It was very unfortunate. We sympathize with you all. But let this be an issue so that next time we rectify why they didn't move, they didn't go for Hajj. The reason is that the Saudi government has had a rethink on how they issue visas. They stopped issuing visas at the end of the month of Ramadan. So we are asking those who intend to perform Hajj, those who intend to sponsor pilgrims, please make sure that by the end of the month of Ramadan, you have paid fully and your visa has been issued, short of which you always move the following year. But we sympathize with all those who didn't perform Hajj, much as their niyyah was all about performing Hajj this very year. In January 2026, we shall go to polls. We want to ask all Ugandans to get ready, get involved, and participate in the electoral processes at all levels. We ask all Ugandans that look at your documents and be sure they are valid in January 2026 so that you vote, and we ask you to look and internalize the messages given to you by all the contestants. Listen to them, internalize their message, and when it's time of voting, take a decision from a position of knowledge. Get to know what you want and who will stand for those interests you have. I want to appeal to all Ugandans, especially the youth, that this is an electoral process. They should maintain law and order. There is no need to be violent. There is no need for extremism. Please participate, be calm, stand behind whoever you wish, but let's avoid violence. Let's avoid anything that could disturb the peace of all Ugandans. The electoral process comes and goes. Like I've already said, if there's anything in Uganda not worth dying for, is the elections in Uganda. So please, be calm and accept the outcome of whatever happens. And may the best person win. And we shall always be around by the grace of Allah to congratulate whoever is declared the winner in different categories. Like I've appealed to the youth, I want to appeal to members of the armed forces,